Introduction and disclaimer. This video shows all devices in a non-production environment. The devices, in most cases, are off or are fully unplugged from any external power source in order to clearly show the removal and replacement procedures and other aspects of the devices. The instructions in this video are current as of September 2014. Please consult the product manuals for the latest updates and instructions. Before watching this video, you should have already watched the caveats, disclaimers, and warnings video for required information. Before performing any maintenance, you will need to locate and identify the unit with the failed component. If necessary, have the customer take you to the unit with the failed component. If the work order provides an appliance serial number, verify that the serial number on the work order matches the serial number on the appliance. The serial number is an SYM number that is printed on a label located on the vertical post in the middle of the rear panel of the appliance. The appliance must be powered down in order to complete this maintenance activity. Check the following items to determine if the appliance is shut down. The LED indicators on the front control panel are off. The LED indicators on the front of the appliance are off. The LED indicators on the rear of the panel are off. There is no active disk or fan noise and no airflow coming out of the rear panel. When you have confirmed that the appliance has been completely shut down, remove both AC power cables from the power connectors on the rear panel. The power supply modules are easily accessed from the rear of the unit. The power supplies are installed side by side on the left-hand side of the 5330. Although you will need to remove the 5330 chassis cover to access the system fans, this repair can be accomplished with the appliance installed in the rack. In order to access the internal components, you must consider the following. You must be able to pull the appliance forward in the rack to the full extension of the rails. You must be able to extend the appliance forward and work on it without destabilizing the rack. Most of the appliance weight is in the front of the unit where the disk drives are installed. You must have enough clearance to remove the appliance cover. You must have ample space to work on the appliance and set spare parts. You must be able to work without disturbing other racked units. If you need to remove the appliance from the rack, make sure that you have at least 2 people to move the appliance and a large, level ESD-compliant work surface on which to set the appliance and spare parts. Label all cables as you remove them from the appliance using temporary labels. If the appliance has attached storage shelves, these do not need to be powered down while the appliance is being serviced. With the 5330 located on a sturdy work surface, remove the 4 screws that secure the cover. With your thumbs placed firmly on the blue inserts, press down on the blue thumb grips and slide the cover back until it just clears the front edge, and then lift the cover off the chassis and set it aside where it cannot be damaged. The system fans are numbered from 1 through 5 when viewed from the front of the 5330. These fans pull cool air through the 5330 from the front, exiting the hot air from the rear of the 5330. To replace a system fan, first locate the defective fan and then, while grounded to the system, grasp the fan using the finger cutouts and pull the defective system fan straight up to remove it from the fan holder. Replacing the system fan is the reverse of the removal operation. First, remove any protective wrapping from the new system fan and slide the fan into the empty fan slots, making sure to orient the connector end properly. The new fan should slide easily into the fan slot with little effort. Press gently on the top of the fan to seat the fan in its location. The top of the new fan should be level with the tops of the other fans. To install the system cover, place the system cover onto the chassis and slide the cover forward to engage the recessed edge at the front of the cover. Secure the 4 screws retaining the cover. There are 3 screws in the front and a single screw in the back of the cover. Tighten the 4 screws. Reinstall the appliance into the rack using 2 people. Reconnect the data cables according to the labels you placed on them earlier. Remove the temporary labels from each cable as you reattach them to the ports on the appliance. Connect the power cables. If any attached external storage systems are off, turn on the external system starting with the expansion storage shelf and wait for the shelf to initialize. The expansion storage shelf can take up to 60 seconds to initialize, while the primary storage shelf can take up to 5 minutes to initialize. Press the power button on the front panel of the 5330 to start the chassis. After the appliance boots into multi-user mode, verify that the System Status LED on the front panel is off. Now that you have completed the replacement of the component, contact the customer and confirm that they are satisfied with the repair. After completing the hardware replacement procedures, Symantec recommends that you do the following. Remove all boxes and shipping containers from the installation area. Recycle materials as much as possible, and return any equipment or tools as needed.